The first weekend of autumn in the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This time, Jackson will throw it. On the move to his left. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Now this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Hawkins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Jackson now. This is complete to Hawkins. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver one, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against his speed guy in the perimeter. Eluding the pressure right.
He's going to go out of bounds downs, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Go off a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions nothing.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Odafe Owe there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Goff. Kadarius Hodge has it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Swift again.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Yardage and be backed up to the 25. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. There he goes inside the 30. 20! And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They go play action with Jackson. Out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jackson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Goff on first down.
Open man is Quintez Cephus.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again is Goff. Flushed out right. Finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Goff now looks to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
20. All right. Come on out.
Off play action. Here's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get this off to Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a
touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Push his way forward to about the 32.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Jackson.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore first.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short, 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stephens.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't say it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 1st down, it's Hawkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 4. Jackson, option right. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. On first down, it's Hawkins. At a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. This is complete to Hawkins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Jackson now. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We always talk about sacks as a sign of defensive pressure. Well, the Lions also talked about how you affect a quarterback in the pocket. They had the fewest quarterback pressures in the entire league last year. So upgrading, that was a priority. And the front office appears to have gotten it done. There's a sack right there.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Ravens offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the gun, here's Gone. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On first down, it's Hawkins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Goff. And incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Goff now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Tyrell Williams. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Got some real estate inside the 30.
The greatest show on earth,
and
baby.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Calais Campbell in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Yeah, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Patrick Queen, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this